Philip to Evelyn, Monday, April 12th, 5:15 p.m. Red's Stationery. Dearest Evie, last night when you turned to look at me with your heart in your eyes just before you went down the steps to the train, I tasted of the dregs of my sorrow and loneliness. The joy that had been mine these past few weeks went out of me as abruptly as your departure. Only the glow remains of the bright fire of happiness that burned in me all the while you were here, and that is fast diminishing under the cold pangs of loneliness that have already beset me. The only consolation I can take from your departure is that you are now with our precious infant Adele, who needs you and has as much right to you as I. The knowledge that you have once more brought to Adele the tender love and care of her mommy makes up in large measure my own particular sense of loss. Your hubby is grateful for the fact that his daughter is once more under your wing, and as a consequence, his mind is at ease on that account, even though his heart is sore with the lack of you. Today was miserable and rainy up till 3 o'clock, when the sky suddenly cleared and the sun came out to apologize. I hope this is symbolic. Nothing of any moment occurred today except that I received a letter from Sid, which I, page 2, am sending on to you. Do not read it to Mom. If you must, omit the personal parts. You'll understand why after you have read the letter. I spent most of the afternoon completing my letter to Jack. Now I'm going to make up my bed, take a much-needed bath, and if I have time, go to the movies with Red to see Moon is Down, which I am told is very good. I'm wondering how you made the trip back. Did you get much sleep? Did you get a pillow as I advised? Was the seat comfortable? And how did you get home from the station with your luggage? How is Adele? Did the folks have much trouble with her? I can scarcely wait to know the answers to these questions. Come on Wednesday. I was blue as blue could be when I left you, darling. It was so sudden I scarcely had time to kiss you. I had no heart left for anything and went immediately back to base, arriving about 9:30. I woke with a heavy heart, sign that I missed you even as I slept. Take care of everything, sweet, and let's hope that before too many weeks have passed, we will be together once again. My love and thanks to all. To you, my own darling, all the love and adoration of your Phil. P.S. A kiss for Adele. Did you tell her what a swell time her mommy and daddy had together? Evelyn to Philip, April 13th, 1943, 7:30 p.m. My dearest, it rained yesterday, but today it was nice and I put Adele out. She hasn't gained much. For the time she was ill, she lost a bit and looks a bit thinner. She holds a rattle securely and even changes it from one hand to the other. She talks more and it sounds more like words. She laughs out loud. She seems to know her mommy is back because she's eating better. I feel as if all my bones are broken, but I've been busy all day with house cleaning. We have a girl and she's doing the harder work. Adele didn't sleep last night and had me up most of the night, hence the tired feelings. Page 2. She has already gotten 2 whooping cough shots and gets her third and last one this Saturday. It costs $2, $1 for the shot and $1 for the doctor. So you see it's quite an expense. After the whooping cough shots, she'll get all the others and will be finished with shots when she's 6 months old. The first shot made her run the fever my mom spoke about. Adele is close to 16 pounds and looks swell. The doc says she's teething, and I think her 2 front teeth are on their way. Her hair and eyes are still the same. Gloria gave me 2 pairs of stockings for a belated birthday gift. She can't see Jack for at least 5 weeks. Jack says the army is swell and he likes it. He says the meals are good and their page 3 routine isn't too hard. He expects to go to school for part of the 13 weeks. The colored girl washed the kitchen walls and they look awful. Most of the paint came off and gives the kitchen that faded look. I guess I'll have to paint it when I have the funds. A man from the Penn Mutual called to check up on Mr. Bemis' routine, and now all I have to do is mail in the form. I have to take Adele to the dock Saturday, so I'll tend to it then. Harry is down in the dumps, and you have to handle him with kid gloves. Goldie told Mom she definitely won't move in with us unless Harry is drafted. She doesn't think it's right till she's married. Page 4. I owe my mom $10. I gave her $40. Altogether, I also gave Goldie $1 I owed her. I have exactly $10 to last me till my next check. I'll just have enough to pay Adele's insurance policy. I have the $30 I put away, the $10 Mom owes me from her check, and the $12 I hope to get besides my regular $62 check. I expect to get Sharp and Dome's check, $6.90, at the end of this month and will forward it as soon as it arrives. Can you manage till it arrives, or do you think I should send more now? Exactly how much do you think you'll need to see you through this month? I want to have an idea of what will disappear this month, and I want to keep out of debt next month, if it's possible. Page 5. It's raining again this evening, and the weather matches my feelings. Oh, baby mine, how I long to snuggle close and feel the sweetness and warmness that is you. It's only 2 days since I saw you, and already it seems like years. Phil, my darling hubby, I love you oh so very, very much. I shall never forget the past 2 weeks, 'cause they are now a beautiful dream, one that I think about constantly. I was so happy just being with, seeing, and hearing you. You're so lovable, sweet. Your Evie. Philip to Evelyn, Tuesday, April 13th, 10 p.m. Dearest Chippy, just finished my payroll after working on it all day. For a while there, I was afraid I wouldn't get a chance to dash off a few lines to you, sweet, but I just couldn't let the day go by without writing you. Since I'm CQ today and can keep the lights burning, some of the boys are still working anyhow, I have the opportunity to get this off. I'm plenty knocked out and anxious to get to bed. Did you ever type 14 hours at a stretch, Chippy, stopping only for lunch and supper? Then you have a pretty good idea as to how I feel right now. Honestly, I'm so dizzy I can hardly see straight. The things I do for my country. The weather was dizzy too, because we had a young blizzard here today. In April. Imagine. I haven't received any mail from Jack yet, and I'm wondering why. Surely it's high time he wrote. I'm more than anxious, too, to hear from you, my darling, so that I may know how things are going at home. The suspense is terrific. The news flashes are coming in thick and fast from Tunisia, and it begins to look as if my prophecy about the Axis forces being cleaned out of there by the end of April stands a good chance of coming true. When I have to write the current events to fill up space, you probably suspect that I don't have a damn thing to write about, and you're entirely right, and I'm dead tired. Good night till tomorrow, baby. I love you just as always. My love to Adele and all. Yours very sleepily, Phil.